What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Belfort Street. My name is Julian, and today I am in Germany and we are going to cook fettuccine con funghi. As you might know, fungi just means mushrooms, and of those we got plenty over here. Got some brown button mushrooms, got some oyster mushrooms, and we have some beautiful girole or chanterelle mushrooms. The pasta we are going to use today is called fettuccine, and more on that later. We are also going to use a bit of funny looking garlic, some shallots, a bit of lemon. Here we have got some dried porcini mushrooms that we are going to soak in some water. Super flavorful. For the herbage, we've got some fresh parsley, flat leaf Italian parsley, and thyme. And we're going to make a pangrattato. And for the pangrattato, we are going to use this, which is called Semmelbrösel. And what that means is, it's just plain old breadcrumbs. Yeah, okay, so with that all said and done, all there is left to do is cook the mushrooms. So why don't you come along with me and let's cook it?
First up, we are going to put our dried porcini in a small bowl, cover with hot water and give them some time to absorb the liquid in order to become a bit softer and easier to work with. Then we are going to prepare the rest of our ingredients, starting with this fresh Italian flat leaf parsley over here. Not only the leaves can be used, but also the stalks at the bottom, since they contain a lot of flavor. Slice the stalks finely, and for the leaves, a rough chop will be just fine. When done, put it in a small bowl and set aside. Next up, we are going to take care of our beloved mushrooms. Starting with the chanterelles, make sure they don't have any dirt or sand left on them, and if so, wipe it off with a clean cloth or piece of kitchen paper. Then cut them lengthwise, or actually any way you want, into smaller pieces and put them in a bowl. These oyster mushrooms here usually come in a quite clean shape, so mostly no need for any cleaning. I'm just roughly tearing them apart and putting them in the bowl with the chanterelles. For these brown button mushrooms, there is mostly also no need for cleaning, so I'm just taking off the stalks and I'm going to cut the tops into slices and also put them into the mushroom bowl. In order to further intensify the mushroomy flavor of our sauce, I'm going to take a small portion of each of the mushrooms and chop them into fine dices before putting them into a separate small container. Next, I am going to peel and finely mince a shallot. They are a bit sweeter and more refined in taste than the big old onions, but you can definitely also use those. When done, put in a bowl and set aside. Also, I am going to use this funny looking fresh garlic that I found in the market today. It is more juicy than the normal one, and its peel hasn't become as papery yet, so you could probably also use it, but I decided to take it off, slice the garlic finely and put aside for now. Next up, we are going to make a quick pangrattato, aka a fragrant crispy breadcrumb topping. For that, put a pan on medium heat, add a good amount of olive oil, throw in a smashed garlic clove and let it sizzle for a minute or so before going in with our Semmelbrösel or breadcrumbs. Give it a good stir and then throw in a few sprigs of thyme, season with salt and pepper, and finally add some chopped parsley. Fry on medium heat while constantly stirring until it gets a nice golden brown color and starts to become crunchy. Take it off the heat, put in a bowl and set aside for later. As a final step of preparation, we are taking the porcini mushrooms that we soaked before out of their water, keep the water for later as it has a lot of flavor, and roughly chop them into smaller bits. Now put a pan on medium heat, add in some olive oil, and then in goes our mushroom mix. Fry while stirring until the mushrooms have evaporated most of their water content. When they start getting some color, add in the finely chopped mushroom bits, season with salt and pepper, and fry until everything has shrunken down and intensified in flavor. Reduce the heat to low and add in some butter. When the butter has melted, stir in the shallots and slowly fry until they turn translucent. After that, Add in the chopped garlic and slowly fry for a minute or so before adding our soaked porcini mushrooms. Give it a good stir, and after that we are going to add some of the porcini water. As you can see, I am not going to pour in everything from this bowl since there is mostly some gritty sandy residue from the dried porcini that has collected at the bottom, and we definitely don't want that in our sauce. While the mushrooms are bubbling away on low heat, we are going to cook our pasta to a pot with boiling water, add a good amount of salt, and then our nest of fettuccine, a long ribbon-shaped pasta, something in between tagliatelle and pappardelle. Cook a bit less than instructed on the package, and here it says 6 minutes. That means we are going to take out our pasta after around 5 minutes and finish cooking it in our sauce. While the pasta is cooking, we're going to finish up our sauce. At this point, I am pouring in some cream to the mushrooms, giving it a stir and checking for seasoning. Right before I want to add the pasta to the sauce, I am adding a dollop of crème fraîche in order to give it a bit of creamy acidity and balance out the sweetness of the cream. Then it's time to add our pasta together with some of its starchy pasta water. Also, we are going to add some Parmesan cheese and the rest of our chopped parsley. Give it a good stir and let the pasta absorb some of the delicious saucy goodness. When done, twirl it up on a plate and finish with some Parmigiano Reggiano, chopped parsley, some grated lemon zest for freshness, and last but not least, our earthy, crunchy and fragrant pangrattato. And that's it!
Andiamo a mangiare!
Okay guys, we're done, we made it. It looks fantastic, it smells fantastic, and the only thing left to do is to tuck right in. Fantastic. This is a pure mushroom flavor explosion. It's got so many different layers of flavor. You can taste all the different types of mushrooms. The chanterelles, the button mushrooms, the dry porcini mushrooms, and also the oyster mushrooms. You get all these earthy, woody flavors. The parsley is a good companion for all of this. Crispy with the pangrattato. Thyme is a really good match. Garlic. You taste the lemon zest. This is a super good dish. You should try it at home. Again, I don't even want to talk any further because I want to eat this. This is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and let me know in the comments what I should cook the next time. I am going to finish this for sure, and see you next time.